devotion today on identity, design, and purpose. Today I'm going to read out of 1 John 3:16. By this we know love, because he laid down his life for us. And we also ought to lay down our lives for the brethren. Now, many years ago, I owned a Camaro. It was the first car that I ever purchased for myself. So this car was pretty special to me. I worked really hard to pay for that car. And, I just drove it until the thing would not drive anymore. The transmission was shot, and there was a lot of other things wrong with it. But, man, I loved that car, and so I never really wanted to get rid of it. And so I just parked it in the driveway. Now, the idea was that someday when I had the money and the time, I was going to restore it. But I never had the time or the money. And so year after year, it just sat there. And every once in a while, somebody would drive by and they would offer me money for it. And of course, it was never enough because that car was worth more to me than it was to anybody else. There was some sentimental value in that car for me, and no one else had any sentimental value for that vehicle. And so there it sat. No one else valued it the way I did. In today's scripture reading, we are reminded of Christ laying down his life for us, for me, and for you. To Jesus, you and I, we were worth it to him to lay down his life. He saw value that nobody else did. He saw something in you and he saw something in me that was worth redeeming, something worth saving, something that was worth dying for. Now, throughout my life, there have been times when others have not recognized any great value in me. In fact, there's also been times when I've not recognized great value in myself as well. However, Christ still saw value in me. He saw value in you. He saw that value when we were at our worst, Scripture tells us. Now, perhaps you've had moments like me where there are people around you, loved ones perhaps, that don't really recognize the value that's in you. Perhaps there have been times when you've failed to see any revalue or any great value in yourself as well. Maybe you felt rejected at times. Maybe you felt invisible in the world around you. Maybe you felt worthless at times. I just want to encourage you today. Take courage today that you are on God's radar. Even if you're not on anybody else's radar, you're on God's radar. He does not reject you. He sees great value in you. He accepts you. He accepts you just the way you are. Rest in knowing that he, the creator of the universe, sees great value in you. So much so that he was willing to lay down his life for you. You are loved and you're valued, extremely valued by your creator. Take time today just to think about that and to meditate on that powerful truth. That's it for today. God bless. Tune in tomorrow for more on identity, design, and purpose.